boys and girls, ladies and gentlemen. I'm here to talk to you guys today about multiverses and a bunch of other stuff that's been bugging me. I know a few of you have been, wanting some more bugs accounts and stuff. Some of you want it, but I felt the need to talk about this. I am so I am so fucking just up to here with all these fucking fighting game shows. Going like, Multiversus died. Multiversus was in hibernation, you fuckers. It's not some MMO that just kind of went peacefully because corporate greed. Even though I'm really worried now that freaking Gleamium, you can pay for Gleamium, but you can also get it in game. I don't know because Zaslav is a motherfucker. I will say that right now. I don't like that fucking Zenio. I hate him. I don't like him. I find the fact they said deleting all those movies and all the stuff the other animators and many people have planned is kind of stupid, saying it took courage. Motherfucker didn't take courage. You didn't care. Let's be real. You caring about saving you're like Mr. Krabs. You're trying to save money. And just like Mr. Krabs, you're trying to save every little penny you can get your fucking hands on. But that's a video for another day. What I'm really concerned about, what I really want to talk about Multiversus, I'm so mad that all these motherfuckers were like, Multiversus is dead. It's why did it fail? How did it fail? I'm like, it didn't technically fail. It's just the content wasn't coming because they were still working on the game. And people were like, well, Bugsy, we all bought the cosmetics and stuff. It was still in early beta, bros. Yes, you bought the cosmetics, and your cosmetics will still be there by the time the game comes back. God damn it! Another grievance I had. It's like it lost momentum because people stopped playing. Dude, people stopped playing Power World for a bit, but that doesn't mean everybody hated the game unanimously. That just means that everybody's got other games to play. We got so many games that we play that are in our backlogs. We don't get a chance to, so sometimes we'll switch over and play those. Like, god dang, think of don't be like, you can be analytical, but you gotta think about it through a gamer lens, okay? I know some of you YouTubers trying to get brownie points and make yourselves sound more intelligent than you are. I get it. I've done that a few times. But it's like, at the end of the day, people dropping off of a game is common. Like, there wasn't a lot of people though. Yeah, because there wasn't any new content coming, and if it was slow. But but a platform fighter, if any of you understand this and can get this to your thick fucking skulls for 5 minutes, it's a lot of work and a lot of balancing and a lot of other things that go into it. Like, we all know Sakurai basically worked himself so much he got ill. Making a game like this takes a lot of work, guys. It's like you guys don't understand that shit. And it's like, and then people say like, but it's clunky. It's still being worked on. It was still being worked on. Even when we were all playing it, it was still being worked on. Like, god damn, are you gamers are you guys impatient or just being dumb for the video so you guys can actually have a point to string together? Because I'm really choosing the latter. It's just you guys want to pick a point to string together just to get the clicks and the retention time. It's really annoying because, like, okay, I I get some people didn't like Multiversus, and I'm not talking to them specifically. You have a right to not play the game. You have a right to not play the game and have an opinion on it. But I'm talking to the ones that are like really just like, why did Multiversus fail? I will tell you why. And we got, and then don't even get me started on Sugar Punch, man. Like when the game first came out of like into an open beta, everybody was like, he was like, well, I like the game, it's addictive, but then I don't. But if they put LeBron James in, I rescind it. And he was talking about how like all these companies now are trying to make platform fighters to cover what Smash has done, but it's like, okay, that's a good thing. Some people wanted something kind of like this after Punch Time Explosion. I mean, I know shit. I know the guy that runs Sugar Punch is like a fighting game connoisseur. But I, my friend, and what is what I like to dub a game, an old school gamer that really that really just can that really isn't really that picky and understands that the freaking devs are doing the best they can. And seriously, they were gonna put LeBron James in anyway because of fucking Space Jam. Let's be real. Everybody, you need to like seriously. Like I just want to say that to that dude. But you know, I mean, he's the guy that doesn't like banjo and kazooie, so I'm just like, you get what you come for. You get what you came to see, really. But enough about that. Like, you know, and there's other people that love the game, and I don't really hate. I don't really hate Shady Gamer or Shader Gamer, which is a mouthful to say. But I feel like, you know, you love multiverses, and we all do. But you know, we like, you know, got a little crazy with the multiverse love. I ain't gonna lie. But that's how I felt about it, because like literally, when Multiversus won the freaking Game Award that year, I was like, but King of Fighters is just right there. King of Fighters is just right there. But, you know, Multiversus did deserve the win, I ain't gonna lie. But, yeah, I wanted freaking King of Fighters to win something, you know? I'm telling you, that game was, like, the King of Fighters series has been in hibernation, bros. Longer than freaking Multiversus. And, you know, I'm a little particular about that. I'm very protective of King of Fighters because, like, I just wish they got more than what they got. And don't even get me started on the shit I know about King of Fighters right now. Because we ain't gonna talk about it. We ain't gonna talk about it. But yeah, it's just I'm happy that Multiversus is coming back. I was a little bit sad at first, but I understood that like the game needed to be done and they couldn't just keep the game open while working on stuff because everybody was kind of being a little demanding. You know? Everybody was kicking ideas, but like everybody else was like, I want this in there, I want that in there, I want this in there, I want that in there. But y'all need to understand, this team is just trying to get everything like going, and you guys are like, no, more. See, and by shutting everything down, and us kind of like some of us wanting to talk about it still, but keeping the ones that really are demanding a lot of things away for a minute, gives them time to just work on the game without having to answer a lot of things. Why they do that. And I'm happy that it's coming back. Because literally, it's looking like it's gonna have Dexter. It's looking like it's gonna have the Powerpuff Girls, and I'm just like, and we getting the Animaniacs, man. We're getting the Animaniacs, man. I'm overjoyed. And I hope we get the mask. Yeah, that's not on my Discord. That that hashtag's not on my Discord for no reason. It's what I want. Okay. And maybe I'm telling you, we need an event, and I've been saying this for a long time. We need an event that showcases old kids WB and old WB. Like, I don't know, we need like the WB lot from like all those Michigan J Frog commercials. We need that. I need that. And every time you're in that stage, Michigan J Frog just announces who's fighting. He's just commentating on the whole thing. It's one little idea I had. And I keep hearing that Doug Dodgers might be in it, and if it's true, y'all know when I even got the idea, when I even heard people insinuating Doug Dodgers, I was like, oh, like the whole song was playing in my head. I was like, frozen in a time in space. I was just going for it. But yeah, I love Multiversus. I think we need more platform fighters. I'm just tired of everybody literally just screaming at the top of their lungs that it ain't Smash. That it's clunky because it's not Smash, and because it's not Smash, we should treat it as something lesser. And then when stuff like Rivals when stuff like Rivals of Aphra comes by, none of y'all want to. Only a handful of us talk about it, and then like the rest of you don't want to. And then we got a community of that, and now we got also a community of All-Star Brawl too, man. It's just like you guys don't want to. Nickelodeon All-Star Brawl. I thought I was saying the one from freaking. But PlayStation Battle Royale, though, I'm telling you, a sequel could have saved it. And I'm still on that mindset. And then like stuff like Mighty Fight Federation is out here with like Toe Jam and Earl and fucking Ukulele, and even the two dudes from like River City Ransom. It's just like, and no one's talking about that. The only person that's talking about that right now is me, because like, I gotta say, I love Mighty Fight Federation. It's the closest thing to a fucking Power Stone game we're ever gonna get. It doesn't have items though. It's the closest thing to a Power Stone game we are ever gonna get. It's pretty much, it's straight up a party fighter, but I still enjoyed it because, come on, man. If I can get like a Toe Jam and Earl statue up in here, I'd be pointing at it right now, illustrating my point. And the last update to Back into the Groove was like 2 years ago, I think. So I just want another, and I kind of want another Toe Jam and Earl game, but that's another video. But but what I'm trying to get at here is like, there's so many fighting games being made, and we're all just kind of comparing it to what came before. Let's be real. Super Smash Bros. Ultimate is the golden standard for what all platform fighters should be. But we shouldn't just be bitches and be like, oh well this one's trying to do what Sakura's doing. I don't like it, the controls are bad. And I get that. You are all entitled to your opinion. But I just see people just straight up hating it and hating people who talk about it like how I'm a Sally fan, like every time a regular Sonic fan goes like, no, you're putting Sally down our throats. It's kinda like that. Because it's like, what? We can't be excited for fucking Multiversus? We can't show our excitement? We gotta fucking mute ourselves because you guys can't handle people having fun and being excited and showing it on their channels? Well, I'm sorry that you feel like that, but like no one's gonna fucking just stop having fun because you don't. because you feel that way. And trust me, with the people that have the honest critiques, you know, they're all analytical and they're talking to you like this. I'm just like, dudes, it didn't die. You guys are just you guys are just trying to get that. You're trying to get that view count up, however you can get it. You know. But this wasn't gonna just talk about multiverses, because I wanted to talk about something else too. So I was really gonna hold off on this, but I want to talk about it. So you guys know that I had this whole snafu with a bunch of supposed Sonic fans talking about Scourge in the comic and all the shit that went on with that. It was dumb. I was in my emotions because a lot of things were going on at that time. And those idiots didn't make it better, blah, blah, blah. I saw the actual script that the comic was gonna... The script, and it was so good, and it's like, bro, I got harassed for that shit, and none of you didn't even care about it, and the only person that really did was me and a bunch of other people. Because I don't want to get political on this channel, but I need to say this. Your political leaning does not matter to me. Okay? I want everybody to fucking understand that. Like, if you don't hear me, turn up your headsets while I'm upping my own volume. If you can't hear me, you are probably deaf now because I'm screaming in your ear. If someone did that, if someone literally put their headphones on, I'm so sorry. But if you fell for that, you're dope. Anyways. But like I said, I read like half of it, and I'm just like, I'm loving it, and I'm just like wondering why when you guys get this chance, there had nothing political to say in it. Nothing about Republicans or Democrats or anything like that. But no, we gotta act all idiotic because Ken Penders. Motherfucker, none of you guys even read the fucking comics. Let's be real. Haven't you guys just jumped on this man because his name was Ken Penders? Haven't you guys jumped on the crew because Ken Penders was on it? Let's be real. Y'all wouldn't have cared about Scourge no matter what. Okay? Like, half of you, and I do mean half of you, would literally call Scourge a recolor. Well, let me be real with you. Ian is the reason that Scourge is green. Well, you guys call him a recolor. Some of you call him Big Daddy Flynn, and that just scares the fuck out of me. But freaking Mr. Ian Flynn's the one that turned him green. But none of you want to talk about that. Calling him a recolor. Nah. Ken may have made an evil Sonic, but the evil twin trope has been a thing since Star Trek. Probably even longer than that. But like y'all idiots don't know this shit because y'all don't want to know this shit. Yes. And yes. I do like Scourge as a character. I feel like Archie Sonic Online is probably gonna do a lot with them. There's so many ways you can go about his character. And I feel like the people who were working on the Scourge Speed Demon comic were gonna go a totally different way. They were really gonna make Scourge into not a villain, but an anti-hero. And I would have loved to see that. I know we're never gonna get it to. I know we're never gonna have like Sonic and like other than fanship, we are never gonna have Scourge in like any official capacity. And the only time we'll ever get like figures of Scourge is someone doing a custom figure of Scourge. But I feel like I just feel like us Archie fans can't get shit because all you regular like Sonic fans who just play the games and don't care about anything else, but the moment you see a fucking Archie panel, you're like, no! God damn it, keep that away! It's the Ken Penders, it's better. I always say this. I always preference this. Ken Penders wasn't the only fucking writer on the comic book. You guys act like he was the all-encompassing being that made these stories what they are. But he was only one part of a bigger fucking team. Like, literally, and don't even get me started on HM Shadow. I keep saying it, but I'm gonna really tear his shit apart on this channel. And I don't care what any of you say. I felt like that whole debate was nothing but bullshit. Because you didn't look at it fairly. You only looked at it through the side of Amy and nothing else. And then you want to talk about the Archie comics, which are not canon. Oh, I didn't know it wasn't canon, man. I mean, it's not like it didn't open with it like in the old like comics saying it's beyond the world, you know, from the comics and the games, saying literally this is a different Sonic. And I'm just like, duh. Oh, but HM Shadow, you're another video for another day. I'm just setting up more videos on the channel and on my website. There's more videos coming, guys. I'm gonna slam a lot of people. But not as the Van Brad Basher, but as myself. I've gotten a little too old for that moniker anyway. To an extent. But anyways, back to it. Like, I feel like there's a lot of potential in Scourge. I feel like these guys were close. And you know what spurred on this part of the video? Low Art. Low Art made a video about Scourge. And like, for a minute, I scoffed at it because, you know, he was like, our Scourge is this, that, and the third, but literally, he understands everything about Scourge. Towards the end, he was really talking about all of Scourge's like neuroses and all this other stuff, and I was just like, you get it. Out of everybody in online, you actually understand Scourge. And I'm like sitting there going, oh my god. Someone other than me and some of the fans someone outside of that actually understands. It's just really sucky that every time I see, here's a recolor on Twitter, like, y'all forget that Ian's the one that made him green, you sons of bitches. You did not understand that. But you dare not talk about Flynn. Because why would you? Why would you? The man gave you Sonic, made it good again. He totally made it good again. Ooh. Like, bro, listen. I just feel like Sega had him on a leash to an extent. It was like, hey, you're contributing, but like, dude, follow this to the letter. And he did. Adding a few things along the way, which probably Sega had to approve of. And boom. To the point now that we got a lore keeper in Sonic right now that's literally making sure the lore in Sonic is tight. That isn't even Ian. That's some other dude. Again, you may think of Ian as some sort of like god that saved the Sonic franchise, But he's just one cog in a bigger machine, and a lot of you just freaking deify this man like he's the best thing since sliced bread. When really, he's just the writer that came at the right time for you guys. Both Ken and Ian have stories that are good, but they also have stories that are fucking bad and sometimes questionable. They're not perfect beings. Ken totally isn't. He still wants to fucking sue Paramount for the Sonic, for the Knuckles series, and I roll my eyes at that. Like, a lot of people assume that I actually was like, oh, because I think this comic book is good, I just like everything Kim Pender's gonna do. Motherfucker, I have adamantly said I don't like Kim Penders, and I even took the whole thank you Kim Penders back when he was doing that weird shit. When he was talking about Sally. And freaking Jeffrey St. John. And then he lied about having some of the characters. But no, these idiots did not understand that. They didn't want to know that. They just want to attack me because, no, I'm just a guy who likes a freaking recolored Sonic. Wow. It's just really fucking, it's really fucking stupid. It just really made me fucking it almost made me leave the Sonic fandom, because really, all I've ever really tried to do is show the fandom that, like, literally, despite all of our differences, we could come together when we really want to. We did against IGN. It didn't matter if you liked the comics. It didn't matter if you liked the games. It didn't matter if you liked the particular writer. We came to IGN and we were like, nah. Talking about Sonic was never good. We slammed those idiots, and they backpedaled so hard you can feel the proverbial foot being shoved in their asses. You can feel it. Because we didn't let that shit go, and they knew it. And it's not like we can't join together as one fandom. It's just like y'all don't want to. And don't even get, we got a bunch of immature people in this fandom that just act like a bunch of prima donna and bitches half the time. Or we have the usual crazy people. We have the 06 haters that don't want to play anything Sonic related and compare everything to 06, even though 06 is a whole different beast together that had its own problems. We got the people who only like the classic parts of Sonic and never want to venture beyond that because they feel like Sonic doesn't need a story. Even though Sonic has always had a story and you bitches did not know this. Then we got the modern fans that two of the most prominent Sonic tubers I do not like. Okay, Unleashed I actually do like. But that whole stupidity thing that they had with Sonic Superstars made me go, man. No. It's just, stuff like that is so dumb to me. Like, guys, without classic Sonic, there'd be no modern Sonic. I know you guys can't comprehend that, but like, come on. Like, and we always have fights with modern fans, and don't even get me started on modern, like, classic fans back in the day. Oh my god. There is not enough time in this video to even talk about all the freaking classic Sonic fans that were, like, literally pissed off that modern Sonic came back for generations. It wasn't the color and all this other shit. It was really it was everywhere. And like, oh my god, you cannot look at a Sonic art without hearing someone talking about Sonic's green eyes. Which was sung by Richard Kuda, but I've forgiven him for that shit. It's not his fault that some of these guys really fucking took to it. it was everybody else, and it really just got on my nerves. But yeah, I think another thing is that like some people want the American canon to be acknowledged, like my friend Alex Hedgefox and a few other people. But every time like the newer fans like get all bent out of shape because they're like, no, but Amy, we don't like Sally, and like y'all know how I feel about that. It's just it turns into a big ass thing. It's the most stupidest thing you could ever fight about because these people can't even face facts. That's how it came first, and all we want is maybe a little acknowledgement, maybe a character here and there. That's all we technically want. But it's like we can't even get that. We can't even get that because some of these raging Amy fans or some of these raging Sega fans that just think of the American canon of Sonic like it's their tritus. They don't really care, and it's just so annoying to me because it's like dude, whether you like it or not, the American canon existed for a while. We even had our own fucking puppet show. Like in the Sega World stuff. It's like, do you guys understand how big Sally was and like some of the Sega in Sydney shit? Seriously, Oh Sonic Thank You is a fucking love, like almost a love letter to all the people who were Sonic Alley shippers. You know? And from what I heard, it was pretty big back then. It's just like at some point we just stopped using the Freedom Fighters and they were only used in the comics. That's why people love the comics. Oh, god dang it. This phone. There we go. Anyways, like I was trying to say, and I have my girlfriend here, so it's like you're hearing all that feedback. Hey, Annie. Say hello to the folks at home if you can.
Oh. Sorry, I'm me from watching class.
Mm-hmm. She's watching Wings Club. So, anyways, like I said, it's just like I wish we could be a unified family, but we'll always fight over every little fucking thing. Oh, or like we'll have some Sonic Amy fans try to shake up Sonic Alley fans and start another fight when a lot of the Sonic Alley fans, the ones that are actually coherent and we're not Larry, we're not Larry Hughes, we're not him. You know, it's like that's like some of those Sonic Amy fans really just want a fight with us, and it's so stupid because like you guys got your Amy, you got your Sonic, you got all your stuff the way you want it, but the moment we ask for a little bit of something. A little bit of something with the Freedom Fighters or anything. We're shoving Sally down your throats. We're totally just out here beating it across your heads every fucking day. And it's like, no. You guys just get. Some of you get actually. I've seen people get actually threatened about Sally. And threatened about, like, just anything from the American canon. Not even that, just the Freedom Fighters. I've even seen people call Bunny a slut, which is stupid. I'm like, bro, what the like, if you thinking that Bunny is a fucking slut for whatever reason, and you're just constantly thinking about that, to me, you little too hard there, pal. You want to do things to Miss Rabot that a priest would find very, very, very questionable. You want to do the things that only dirty motherfuckers would sing about while they're drunk. Like, I just seen how many people hate Sally so much. Like, bro, to these people on Twitter, all I gotta say is like, wow, is it that bad that you gotta talk about it and just shove it down everybody? You guys shoving your hatred down everybody's stuff, because we see that a lot more than a few people talking about Sally. It's like so many people get so offended whenever Sally or anything from the American canon is uttered. Like Archie Sonic actually having parents and actually having an origin story. Why can't we have that? Because Sega's still wondering whether they should tell an origin story, because really, let's be real, I don't think they have one or want to tell one, because really they want to focus on the current stuff. Though I think it should, I think they should do some stuff. They should honestly do some stuff with these games. They should honestly have an origin story. They should want to use. They should want to use some canon. They should want to reimagine the American canon and use it in the games. If they don't like it, they can reimagine it and do something with it. And I will not buy, oh, well, it's part of an old property that Flynn was talking about, because honestly, the Freedom Fighters are still popular. Rally for Sally and Sally for All is proof of that. Proof that we want Sally back. And not only Sally, just the Freedom Fighters. If we don't want them, if we can't have them in the game, we just want them to be acknowledged in the spin-off stuff. And y'all know how I've been sitting there going, please, motherfucker, give me, like, Sonic Speedrunners, I don't care what you gotta do, just give me a Scourge skin, please. Like, we got King Sonic, for fuck's sake. You telling me that King Sonic is not the King Sonic's on the table, but fucking Scourge isn't. You're fucking lame. Sorry, that was the Scourge fan in me coming out for a minute. But yeah, I really feel like we could really come together as a fandom and stuff like that, but it's never gonna happen. And trust me, if anybody doesn't like Kim Penders, oh, that's me. That's mostly, like, if anybody hates Kim Penders more, it's me. Because this man lied to my face, on one hand, and then he ruined the comic on some dumb shit. And then I found out the reason we don't have a wrap up to anything, Sonic 7 related, is because Kim Penders ruined everything. It's like, why would I like a guy who did that shit? Why would I be so happy about a Scourge comic if it wasn't for the character himself? Who, let's be real, Ken doesn't even know Scourge for real, because he thinks those freaking scars are a tattoo. This motherfucker doesn't read the work of others. He probably looks at Flynn going like, "You cheated me out of so much. but some of those people really did think back in the day that I was like so on team so on team Penders. No, dude, I was on team Scourge all the way. I wasn't on team Democrat or Republican. I was on team Scourge. You fucking sorry, I'm just like getting out all this anger I had. So please excuse me. Just, it's not fair because I looked at that script and it's so good, folks. It's so good. Maybe some of you were Scourge fans, you probably get it. But like me, when I'm doing my Bugsy Council stuff, I try to figure out ways to kind of implement Scourge in the actual storyline that Double creates because I want Scourge to be in something. I don't want people to forget him. And there are 2 Scourge character channels that do that, but I'm doing that in my way. Some people say that a redeemed Scourge and the way I got it is kind of weird. Yeah, but so is fan fiction in general, but I'm trying to make it all work and connect. That's just who I am. Now, I'm probably gonna just send this off I'm gonna send this off and put this on my channel. And if you want to see it again, just go to my website. You'll go to Chaos Binge and just watch all the videos in a row. If you want. It's in one convenient place. So yeah, there's that. I wish there was a way I can make multiple video channels on my website where you guys can just like flip it and be like, okay, I don't want to see everything that the Big 3 Rocks channel has to offer, but I can see this or this or this. I'm working a lot on my website too. That's another thing I've been doing. If I'm not working on Bugsy Council stuff or my special, it's that. But I'll see you later, folks. Peace, everybody. And remember, folks, I may have said a bunch of shit, but like, honestly, that's me just getting out. This is me, like, literally getting angry, but dealing with that my own way. And these videos do help. Especially the Scourge shit. I was holding on to that forever. But in the stuff I said, I hope you understand where I'm coming from. And if you don't, and if I hear one fucking thing in my comments that says, I don't hear you, how about if you don't hear me, turn up your fucking speakers, you asshole. How about that? But I don't want to leave on that note. Guys, I'll see you later. Always enjoy what you enjoy. Don't piss on anybody's parade just because you feel like you can. Always be respectful to people. I don't care if they got a different ship. Don't be a dick about it. Just be respectful. And be mindful of the people around you and understand that. I had a friend that wasn't mindful, wasn't respectful with everybody around him, and actually still pretended that he was. Now that person's a whole different being that I don't even recognize anymore. But I'm telling you, I don't do these videos out of malice or pure hatred. It's just because I feel that sometimes you need a little kick in the ass to listen. You need a little kick in the ass sometimes. That's just kind of what you need sometimes. But I'll see you guys later. Peace. And there'll be more Bugsy Council content in it. Like an hour from now, or maybe a few. I don't know, man. I'm working on a bunch of other things, so I don't know. I'm gonna get on that.